Hi, morning. Thank you, Sunny, for the invitation for organizing this training. So today, this morning, actually, we will be cover basically two things lah. And one is for the basic intro, for the simple introduction on this ProFi series, on basically in general lah, what is it actually. Then the second part will be basically we will do we show the hands-on training actually what is it support how you get it up and running within minutes only lah. Basically this profile is very simple to set up. So since it's a software all in Windows based, so basically you install just like this your normal Windows apps only. So just double click on the setup, next, then you get it done up and running in no time. So without further ado, we try this. We'll show you actually what is this profile all about first. Okay, Sonny, everything okay? Everybody can hear?
Yes, can hear. Bye.
Oh, okay. Got any question? Immediately can ask one. No issue. This morning we treat it like a discussion lah. Got anything? Just raise up. Just let us know. So immediately we can answer for you lah.
Sure. Bye.
All right. So this morning, this will be today. We cover the profile, the software controller Wi-Fi lah. So I don't know you guys are familiar with UBNT's software controller or this TP-Link software controller. So you are familiar with those things, so it will be much easier lah. So what is this ProFi? ProFi actually is our IPcom this is IPcom solution on the software-based controller for basically for the hardware lah, our Wi-Fi hardware lah. Then this basically this when we talk about this Windows-based controller. Then basically what the most important is actually the GUI lah. We have the graphic user interface lah. So when we have the graphic, so it's much easier to see what is going on inside the system lah. What we have inside there. So it basically is much easier to understand. So most important is since it's hosted on the Windows server. So basically you can grab any Windows PC, given a small and not NUC, or maybe let's say you're daring enough, basically you can get a laptop just put inside the server rack. You can even run the controller already. So actually, how it's supposed to work? This how the whole solution to supposed to work already. So basically, this is the host for the software. Basically, you can put it anywhere you like on the network lah. So preferably, we want the software controller to be nearest to the core switch or nearest to the gateway lah. So the rest you see you plug to this PoE switch, especially the wireless AP. So basically, the wireless AP we do have in Wi-Fi 5, and here actually we do show you the Wi-Fi 6 model is called ProFi 6 lah. Actually, this model is still in R&D. So basically, they'll finalize the thing, and so expecting to reach us by end of October, around November like that lah. So for AP, we do have for this Wi-Fi 5, the Wi-Fi AC, and this one then for currently, then we have this outdoor AP lah. Then for just a little bit of spoiler, actually we do currently in development right now the ProFi PoE switch as well. So besides the AP, right, actually you can manage the PoE switches also lah. So we are currently developing this ProFi series of switches basically for the whole solution lah. So we work together with the controller. So we're expecting getting the sample. Actually, the Pro 6 sample already with me. Actually testing right now, and the Pro 5 switches. This switch sample, I think we will reach around. Hopefully, this coming 1-2 weeks, then I can basically test it out, and then let SynchroWeb there to just test run the thing also lah. So Sunny, how about you help me testing on the profile switch? Good or not? So everything okay there? So far, I never didn't hear anything.
Alright, something wrong with my headphone. Meeting.
Don't quiet suddenly everybody quiet but at least got respond
Ah.
So the next thing actually once you have the controller, so then you have the cloud. So the cloud actually is do what it does is like a directory. So the cloud actually profile all will keep track of all your available controllers on site there one. So once the cloud is there to keep track of all your controllers, so we do have also the ProFi app for your mobile phone lah. So mobile phone, your iOS or Android, so basically you can use the mobile device access to your on-site controller through the cloud lah. So this is for single site. Okay, let's say you got multi-site. So how you do it? So let's say you got multi-site. So basically each of the site will have their own the controller lah. So we will put there as our what we will here we will put it, the name is a software AC. AC stands for this access control lah. So here you see for 1, 2, and 3, so they have their hosted PC lah. So then the coming soon one, the fourth one. So what's the difference is they have a dedicated hardware just for this controller. So this is currently right now still in development. So once the thing is available, so we immediately will let our channel partners all know when this thing available and what is the spec, how it's supposed to be used lah. So we update from time to time on all the available solution, the hardware. Let's say we have the modification here lah. So same as well, you'll use the ProFi app to manage all through the cloud. Then the cloud will be a directory to connect all your sites lah. So here, simple briefly, will show you what's about the Wi-Fi, the controller, what's inside the controller lah. Simple one, we say the installation basically just run just like your Windows, this Microsoft Windows installer. Let's say you're familiar with like installing your apps, your this software. Let's say your video player lah, your Microsoft Office lah, your Zoom lah. Basically, you need to download one application the setup exe file. So basically, just double click, you just install, and you run everything for you automatically. So the initial setup actually just need to basically the initial setup they ask you for your username and password. Then automatically they'll register for the cloud for you. They'll connect to the cloud for you, and immediately they'll ask you for the default. Basically, they will create one Wi-Fi profile. You immediately can push to your hardware lah. They auto detect for you automatically lah. Then once you done install, so they'll show the summary page already lah. So how many hardware, so how many channels are running. So we'll show you, I think upfront this is like the one summary page lah. All the activities inside this controller lah. Then the next one, they say the dashboard. So this one, the data dashboard actually because when you have the controller, you collect all the data associated with activity in your network. So your network between the switches, between the APs, so they will tell you who is using a lot of data, what type of data is running through. Then who is using then how much output you are getting out from your total AP you are installing. So from here, one shot, they will tell you everything, including who is the biggest, I would say the most user use the most bandwidth in the network as well. Then as for next one, basically the third page actually they show the hardware. So this is for you to manage all the available hardware inside the controller. So they will list out all the available APs. So from here, basically you can even individual tweak the device itself. Then you can even check for some of the device. So for the for the all individual tracking of the data, the usage, as well as when you know which AP is used the most lah. Maybe on which floor, or which basically you can rename there. You can even do the labeling there lah. So next one, this one, when talk about the software controller, when we talk about this for the mobile phone, so this actually still in development, they're coming soon. So what you can do with this is actually first, you can look at the status of your controller. You can see what is going on. Then the alert, then second thing, the alert, they'll show you actually what is the problem, what is going on. Then third, they'll show you how many devices connected. So from here, basically you can manage, you can see all the total devices lah. And lastly is you can even use this controller, basically this software on a mobile phone. Let's say in case you need to fix a new AP, what you do is basically you scan the QR code of the AP, then immediately you capture in the controller. So basically you adopt inside the controller already. So then after that, you just connect it already lah. Then you automatically load all the profile through the controller into the AP lah. So far, any question up to now for the software side first?
I think so far they all good, why?
All
No
good,
need to ask question yet for now.
For now, don't all good. Semua kena bangun. I know everybody busy lately. Okay. So we'll go ahead on the product first. Then next is the hardware lah. So the controller is a software. So you need a PC. PC can be up to you on the spec. But then the case of the specification is the more AP OS, once you go over like 100 over AP, at least minimum Intel i5 processor already lah. Then RAM, we will recommend minimum follow the Windows, it should be the 8 gig lah. Then on the hardware side, so at the moment, currently what we do have in stock at the moment is the two AC Wi-Fi 5 AP. One is indoor, one the indoor or ceiling mount, and then the other one is for the outdoor one. So both is also one is the AC 1350 and another AC 1200 lah. Then next one, this let's say for the Wi-Fi 6, this will be our latest model. So for Malaysia, we will bring in the highest end model lah. So called this AX3000 model lah. So for here, we go all out. So we go for the long range model. So this is the AX3000. That means 2.4 is a 600 and 5 gig is a 2004. So standard features for the Wi-Fi 6, WPA3, or FDMA, or MIMO beamforming, and the channel, all the standard features or all this Wi-Fi 6 will be coming lah. So just for today, just to basically to tell you the spoiler why you can get the X3000 is simple. Is this will be using the why we are slow to the market a bit lah. Just because why is the reason is actually we will be using the latest chipset for the Wi-Fi 6 lah. So this one actually will be using basically to tell you basically just to leak out a bit lah. We'll be using an Intel chipset lah. So will be much more compatible with your laptops when they run, let's say your Intel laptops, all using the Intel chipset, so we can get the full maximum speed lah. So let's say you're using the AX200 or AX201, so basically you can get up to the AX3000 speed easily lah. So for the ceiling comparison for the current one, so this 1350, our ACLR, so basically we'll go head to head with the UBNT ACLR lah. Then our other series will be the W64 lah. And another one is the Royce AP2720 lah. Then as for the outdoor one, so this one will go head to head with this the AC mesh for the UBNT lah, or the Royce AP630 lah. Then the antenna, same thing. For UBNT, we all basically integrated lah. So with the option for you to, you can even change the antenna itself lah. So for any question before we go towards basically you can live demo, basically show you the controller.
So far still very quiet, right?
Or also quiet.
Yeah.
Got question immediately you can ask.
Hello, good morning, Yi Yong.
Yes.
My question is about this for this ProLink the
Profile, yes.
yes comparison with Ubiquiti Mesh and all. Uh, what is the optimal range for this mesh that you are offering compared with Ubiquiti systems?
You are doing for AP or doing for mesh?
Mesh and access point at the same time.
Mesh accessory. Okay, for mesh, actually we don't implement the mesh for our Pro5. Just that we purely do it as for the wireless AP function only. Let's say in let's say you are talking about range for, let's say the open area, we can go up to 100 meters.
Okay, so actually, in terms of range, it's about 100 meters, it's more or less, and the same with the UAP mesh by Ubiquiti, lah, correct?
Yeah, because this running on 626 dBm, so antenna wise should be the 12 dBi model. So it should be the 9 dBi. So should be more or less the same spec, just that we don't use this one at doing the mesh. As for the mesh, we do have another separate model that will be our basically our whole total mesh solution already.
Okay, noted. Thanks, huh?
Then for the mesh, actually we do have another product line will be called the EW12 lah. So this one I think you can check with SyncoWeb. Actually they do have in stock. Then you need testing, you actually can ask Sunny or Winnie for the mesh system as well lah. Basically that one is a totally separate self enclosed system lah. Even the controller itself right inside the APED.
Okay, will do.
Right.
Thanks, huh?
So any more question before we go to the controller? Okay, this I saw one Mr. Chai's inquiry for how many bandwidth, how much bandwidth. Actually, we don't really test the bandwidth how big lah. But so far, I think 10 meg also can run. You can actually monitor it because the picture is static one. You think even on Streamix you also can see it even. But when we talk about the site if we talk about bandwidth I don't think you put low bandwidth for people to surf Wi-Fi. Once you let people, once you let you using a customer to surf the Wi-Fi, basically you can tap along their site, basically their sites internet. You just how to say, just for you to monitor only lah. I think 10 meg should be good, more than good enough because you're showing picture only. Okay, this one basically show you the controller itself already lah. Ini pula kacau. Wait sorry Okay, Sunny can see the controller
Can, right?
Alright, just show you guys lah, simple one. This is actually installation simple ni. There's one exe file, double click, next all the way. If you want to read the end user agreement, basically you can just slowly drag down, just read. Then next, then you ask you for the username password creation for you to link directly immediately to your cloud lah. So after I can show you the cloud as well lah. So at the moment, this is the controller. What's inside? So this is what you'll be looking at the main page, the dashboard lah. How many APs on this center here. Then later we'll integrate with the switches. Then you can manage the switch. You can see everything lah. Then lastly, basically this we wait for the confirmation of the model. Then even the gateway also we have right now is still in development lah. So this is the sample right now actually running at my home lah. So this is what's going on lah. This is actually I did activate this one. They're running for overnight. So we'll show you all the data. How much is it running lah? So this will be the summary page of again what is going on in the network. The second is the statistic. So this is just now when we show just now they can see the round graph one is actually what is going on. This one I think that they never capture enough data yet, so it doesn't display any of these available. All the things they should be come out lah. But then here not enough data yet. Then the third one actually is the mapping. Mapping actually you can upload a floor plan of your site. So you can do floor by floor on the plan. Then basically you can drag and drop the APs put inside here lah. Then actually the most important is this one. The most important place actually this one, the devices. How many you want to manage the devices? So let's say you got how many devices here. So here actually good for you guys that are attending for today's one. Actually you can show you lah. Here you have actually I'm already adopting inside here already run the Wi-Fi 6 model lah. So let's say I got new AP in like this one. This is a pending adoption because this is let's say new AP inside my network. So actually this is once I got the controller there for remote or through the controller, I can just add in only a simple one. Click on this AP. Just click on the plus. And within 5 seconds later, after it automatically adopt it lah. So all the profile you set, you just push inside only lah. So it's basically zero configuration for you to do lah. Then lastly is the client. Right now I'm running on another Wi-Fi lah. So here it doesn't show the clients running lah. Because actually the controller is actually hosted on this laptop as well lah. So most important is actually the bottom here. So top part is actually for your dashboard, your statistic, your floor plan for you to put all the AP into your every floor, basically for you to easy labeling. Then the devices, for you to see all the devices for you to manage. See how many devices inside your network. Let's say you got 10, it will be 10. If you got 100, it will be inside the hundreds lah. So you can even change the view. Show, let's say put a lot. Let's say you got 100 over, then you can see a very long one lah. Then as for the locate, this function actually is for you to click. You push to the map on the map. Then you can see where this AP is on the map itself lah. So the name actually you can just rename. You can change the name. Let's say you say this is a lobby. You can put lobby 1. Then lobby 2. Then let's say you this one on the, let's say you put on the hallway, you can just rename it to the hallway as well. Actually, you can change the name. Let's say I did this one. I put this one to Wi-Fi 6. Then save. Immediately you will see you will change the name already. Then bottom is actually for the administration. Yes.
Right. I need to pause it for a minute. That's the question from Ming Zeng. You're asking, right? Does it require a fixed IP to log into the cloud-based software?
Okay, fixed IP login cloud-based, no need. this one no need fixed IP, because this one actually the controller communicating with the cloud. The cloud will do the detection, auto detect for you. After we can show you from Sunny side how Sunny can access the controller even right now when we are doing the presentation. I think Sunny, after your live demo, show them you can access as well.
Sure.
Okay. So the next, the
Yeah.
important one, actually this the event lah. The event actually is the like the alert lah. So what is going on or any problem here? They show you as an admin. So what admin? This is what activity on the administration lah. And LAN, what's the got any problem? Then wireless LAN, any changes? Then all the alert will be there lah. Then even alert the high, basically the high one, then even you can set the priority for the alerts lah. All will come up lah. Help center is actually for your 24/7 support. Basically, you can communicate to us, to our HQ. They will let them know what is the problem with your device, with the software itself. So basically, they will relay to us in Malaysia. So we'll do the technical support lah. So anything also actually simple one for this one, actually you can just call SynchroWeb lah. They can help you immediately, no issue. And lastly, the important one, actually the setting lah. This just now here, the top part, actually this will be a separate tab itself together lah. So just now the top part, this is the dashboard, all this. So another one, important one is the setting. So setting is 3 items here, important one. First is you set your how many administrators for the controller. So the administrator part will be under the admins lah. So there's how many administrators inside this controller. So the second one is site. Site meaning is this is for you to label your current site. Where is this controller located? So you can change the name of this site. Here I can put let's say put with my home. I can apply change, so they know this will be my home's controller lah. Then you can change the country, this location. So this will be reflected on the cloud controller lah. After I can show you it through the cloud as well, what is supposed to display lah. So just now we talk, just now this one rehash a bit So firstly to set the administration, how many administrator, who is the administrator. Then this the current site, what is the setting, what is the label lah. So for you to see through the online, what is the name of the site. So actually you reflect here actually the current site as well lah here. Then who accessing, you'll show you here lah, on the top right corner there. And the third one is remote access. So this is for you to enable, let's say you will want people to access from your cloud. If you don't want people from the cloud, you want only on site, then you can just disable the remote access lah. So this is only for, let's say, we want who to come in from the cloud. Then the most important one will be your SSID setting lah. So here actually you can create the SSID profile. Then the wireless LAN group, you can even create a grouping for your wireless LAN here lah. So here the default one. So I already got 3 Wi-Fi profile here lah. Except for the lobby, let's say I need to create one just for the lobby. So I just can create immediately. Just create one here. Enable important. So this what the changes here, the upgraded since we got this Wi-Fi 6, so we have the WPA3 lah. So for compatibility wise, because we got a mixture of this old Wi-Fi AC, Wi-Fi 5, so we recommend use the WPA2 lah. So password simple one. Then if you need the wireless, you need VLAN for the wireless, you can tick here. You can just set your VLAN. And this fast roaming, this one we will enable. Since you want your people to actually can jump AP faster lah. Then SSID no need to hide. Then the rest, this is the interval for like the beacon. Then combine. Okay, what this does is actually you can do this, the 2.4 and the 5 gig, the channel, they combine into one single name lah. So for the device that don't have 5 gigahertz, you'll revert back to 2.4. So you prioritize. Then as for the next part, 5G priority, meaning this, let's say your mobile phone, no band. Let's say you have a device that have 5 gigahertz, so you'll push everybody to the 5 gigahertz, the faster band lah. Then guess
Okay,
that
bye-bye.
what?
I need to interrupt for a minute. That's a question from Darren. You're asking, right, is the highway auto detect or you have to configure it?
Which one? Cloud
For
auto
the,
detect, yes, the auto detect one.
Right.
Okay, then I just save here. When you go through fast one lah. Now this Wi-Fi SSID lah. So just here we got created one already lah. Lobby here lah. Okay, never mind. So now simple one. You go through fast one lah. Here notification. You just click on all the alert that you want or you don't want lah. So what's going on? So they will go through the email or not lah. So let's say disconnect. If you don't want to receive the email, you just apply ni lah. Controller here, basically they show you the versioning. So in case there's any update for your AP or the controllers, you can click here for the update lah. Then user interface, basically this is just to change the language only lah. So so right now here you got English and Chinese only lah. So as for backup, so how all the profile where they will show you the backup lah. So you can actually back up your profile to the cloud itself lah. How frequent you want to upload your configuration file to the cloud. So basically, once anything happen, you can just download back all your configuration from the cloud itself lah. So you want to access your cloud. Okay, so this is how you access the cloud. So this is a SDN IP-com.cn lah. So this will be the web lah. So this right now they will show where is the controller. So right now the controller online is actually at my home here. So we show the thing online lah. So this will be the cloud basically is tracking our IP address. So you know where am I every day, where basically your controller when it's active, so you will connect to the cloud. So for you to easy access, let's say you want to launch, basically you want to see your controller from the cloud, just click the launch already lah, you can see it. So this, sorry, just now didn't show you. Actually, you will see this the cloud. This will be the SDN cloud. This is the SDN IP.com.cn lah.
Okay, all right. Another question from the chat group. They were asking, right? So the VLAN cannot communicate with other VLAN. Let's say he put VLAN 100 for staff and VLAN 200 for guests. Can they do roaming or not?
Yeah, actually, it doesn't connect because VLAN 100 is a separate thing. You actually need to be handled by whichever devices is I'll say issuing the VLAN lah.
Right. So for this cloud control, right, it's free of charge for life, right?
Which one?
For your cloud control, it's free of charge for life, right?
Yeah, it's free for life.
And then no limit number of users, right?
Number of license, actually we don't take license lah. Basically, once you buy the hardware, basically the software is FOC bundled in together for you already lah.
So we can have unlimited users, right?
Use unlimited, yes, actually unlimited user.
Right.
So far, I never hit the user cap yet lah. So from here, actually, yeah, just now we show you this one. This the SDN, you can see from here lah. So I think let's say you need to launch. Let's click here ni. Simple. So immediately it will show you the controller is the software as well, same as actually log in lah. So I think let Sunny as well live demo from his side. So I think Sunny, you can show them.
Okay, last question from Kevin. You're asking, right, is there any schedule to restart the AP?
Yeah, can schedule the restart of the AP.
Yeah.
I might show you lah. Let me see what's happening. Let's say you don't need to schedule the restart. Actually, you go to devices here. You can click on the AP, which one you want to do the scheduling. Actually, I hardly do the restart one. Sorry, this one I double check for you. Actually, I got one, I forgotten because I never do the restart one on this one. Because it hardly hang on me lah. It never so far my AP never hang on.
Okay, we do.
Yeah, double check. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let me show my screen now. So actually, I logged in earlier already. So let's say why assign me one of the users. So basically, I can see the number AP here, the device, and then the version of firmware, right? So that's about it. If I click on the online, right, I can see like where's the location, home, and then the status, right, and then the details, what software version the firmware you're using, and then the configuration is done by YY. So basically, this is how it works in the controller. Right. All right. So YY, anything to share?
I think actually right now we are slowly we actually doing the full product line lah. So right now is we have two wireless AP, two models. Then third one, the Wi-Fi 6 coming soon. So expecting around end of October. So I think will be available should be by November lah. Then because the sample already reached my here, so I will arrange to your site Sunny Syncroweb to testing. Then the switches will be arriving, I think 1-2 weeks time. So this once I get my hands on this, so I then basically once we let you guys update lah, then basically you can live demo show you the devices itself lah.
Right.
So slowly the ecosystem will be you have an AP, you have a switch, then you have your gateway, your router. So all in to one single software to manage lah. So last link is the controller lah. So for now, we are anticipating for the controller to come out to see basically one whole set solution running lah. So the best actually for my personal, I will wish the controller they can put in the gateway lah. So all the one box can team everything lah. So any more question?
So I think not much from the members of the floor. I'll be quite quiet today.
Okay, Mr. Chai, I saw yours. Okay, the apps actually can download from the web lah. But if need be, you want the latest version, actually we will give you one this site for you to download. Basically, we can provide for you lah. We can just copy one copy the latest one for you. It's confirmed newer than what's available on the web lah. Okay, Sharizwan, just now when we talk about the VLAN, right? Actually, the controller is actually the redirecting the SSID to the VLAN only. So in the end, for you, or basically for the VLAN to communicate, it's up to the VLAN provider lah. It's either you do it on the switch or on the gateway or the firewall. For them, it's either let's say you let them to communicate or not lah. So any more question? Or Sunny, you have anything to inform our guest today?
Nothing much, YY, because I think now everybody waiting for stock in the market because as of now, I think we are a shortage of chipset in the industry. Even not only IBCom, but like UBT, Cisco, all this and shortage. But
yeah, we do acknowledge actually we also got this chipset this shortage, but we do restock actually quite enough for our use consumption right now. Unless suddenly you tell me you got 100 over units for big project, and then they will take some time to fulfill.
right. Okay. Missing we do. I will ask my colleague to share the information and the costing for the product. Right.
So on the pricing, SyncWeb team will let you guys know. So what package they do have, so it's much better for you lah.
Right.
So let's say got any new product come in, let's say for new update, so we'll do another session basically to tell you what's basically live demo, show you guys what's the new actually how it runs itself immediately lah.
Right. Right. So the Wi-Fi 6 from IPCom, right, when we officially launched in Malaysia. Because
Actually,
right?
Actually officially launched this one should be next month, because in HQ there I think right now the production. So once the production they up and run, they do have the quantity in it, then they launch next month. Then you reach us around 1 month later lah. We already placed order to HQ already.
All right, that'd be good. So
sample reach my site here. I testing. So far is no issue lah. We are actually already testing the whole thing. So just the thing is to get the speed lah, because my laptop also still on Wi-Fi 5. But actually, I think if I can manage to get 160 megahertz on my Wi-Fi 5 as well as this Intel chipset lah, can hack the thing.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know, right?
You let you guys know. Let's say you can just increase your speed lah on the old hardware.
Right. So, all right. Is there any more questions to ask to us or to YY? Please feel free to ask.
I think Sunny, I think you can arrange for the mesh one. Maybe whoever interested on the mesh Wi-Fi one, you just let us know, because we do have this new basically we launched quite some time this tri-band mesh Wi-Fi. So it's a self-enclosed system, because it's a single part number to do your mesh network lah.
Well, we do. While we locate a time, probably of the month, we do a session on the mesh Wi-Fi, right? To show our partners on that. Right. So, is there any more question to ask? Anything you'd like to know?
Do let the SyncWeb team know. Let's say you got any requirement or special requirement for your Wi-Fi or networking project. So we'll try to fit in. Basically do training, basically product updates. Let you guys know. Actually, let's say you need technical training, also you can let us know lah. Actually, we are also preparing for the tutorials for all this as well lah.
Right. So
you need sharing session, also we can do.
Yeah, yeah. So if there's no further questions, I'd like to end the webinar here. Our next webinar will be on the 25th of August, morning 11 a.m. the part will be on the Ubiquiti Wi-Fi 6 introduction, right? So